Well, hey, how's it going, church family? And any friends that have stumbled across this video, welcome to the Thursday morning daily devotional from Capital City Baptist Church. My name is Scott McIntosh. In case you don't know me, I help out with the youth ministry um, at Capital City. And today, I want to do something a little different. I know that we've been going through Ephesians 1 and discussing all of the ways that God, through the Apostle Paul and his pen, or really his mouth and his dictator's pen, but all of the descriptors that God uses to describe the characteristics of a Christian. What does God see when He looks at you? And we've been in this series for the last few weeks, and we will be in it for a few weeks to come. But today, I wanted to take a moment and pause and observe the importance of today. Today is August 12th, and you might be wondering what happens on August 12th. Well, good question. Today, if you didn't know, is the first day of school in Elk Grove here, and as I was actually driving into work, I saw kids walking down the street, ready to go to their first day of classes. And maybe you remember the first day of school when you were growing up. You can remember all the pent up anxiety that you had. Am I going to find friends? Am I going to fit in? Am I going to like my teachers? Am I going to do well in my classes? All of these anxieties and butterflies and this nervousness that you feel on your way to school. And if you were like me, you had to walk to school like I saw all the kids doing this morning. And every step that you would take would almost be another a level of anxiety, right? Like you're getting closer and closer to the school, and you're feeling the butterflies just increase and increase and increase. Maybe you were like me on the rare occasions when I did get dropped off for school, and you'd be like, "Hey, mom, hey, dad, drop me off down the street because there's potential friends out here, and I don't want to be seen with you. I don't want to own you." So I've grown out of that since, thankfully. But yeah. I was talking to my board of directors on Monday. We had a meeting, and we all agreed that we are going to be studying the impact of COVID-19 and quarantine for years to come, and how it impacted the mental health of everybody, but especially students. Students are at a time in their lives where their brain is developing, and they're trying to figure out where they fit into society. They're trying to figure out their social groups. They're trying to figure out who they are and who they are in context of other people and other groups and structures and so forth. And to have an entire year and a half when you're in this developmental phase, stuck in your room, and the most social interaction you get is screen to screen, not face to face, it's detrimental to mental health. And like I said, I'm not saying that quarantine wasn't necessary. It certainly was to slow the spread and save lives. But unfortunately, the mental health of adults, as well as and especially teenagers, unfortunately, it will be chalked up to collateral damage. And that's where the Teen Center, or places like the Teen Center, and youth ministries all across the country will step in and minister to these students in the coming years. It is fertile ground right now with students. And I'm excited for this season of life that we are about to, or in season of ministry that we're about to head into, starting today, actually. I want to take a moment and share with you Jesus' words as his ministry is starting to explode, and he's started his wandering, itinerant preaching ministry. And he says this in Matthew chapter 9, verses 35 through 38. He says, "Jesus went through all the towns and villages, teaching in their synagogues, preaching the good news of the kingdom, and healing every disease and sickness. When he saw the crowds, he had compassion on them because they were harassed and helpless, like sheep without a shepherd. Then he said to the disciples, 'The harvest is plentiful and the workers are few. Ask the Lord of the harvest, therefore, to send out workers into his harvest field.'" like I said, we are on fertile ground right now for the gospel. The fields are white and ready for harvest, and kids need places like the teen center. They need youth group. They need social interaction. They need to be in school. And thankfully, we're able to, we're at a point where we can, even though we're going through a current surge right now with the Delta variant, we're at a point where we can open up the schools, and kids can start getting that much needed social interaction. And it's where the Teen Center steps in. And I want to encourage you guys in the next 10 minutes to pray for kids as they're making their way to school, as they're actually starting classes right now as we speak. And so pray for them. Pray for their own mental health. Pray for their spiritual well-being. Pray that the gospel can impact their lives in meaningful ways this season. And pray for the schools. Pray for the student body. Pray for teachers, faculty. Pray for everybody from the topmost official, the superintendent, all the way down to the janitor cleaning the bathrooms. Pray for them. Pray that they will be used mightily by God to point kids in the right direction. And pray for the Teen Center. And yeah, I'm going to use my Devo time to be a little bit selfish and ask you, my church family, and my friends who just happen to stumble across this video to pray for the Teen Center. Pray for workers to come. Like I said, the field is white for harvest. We just need workers to put the plow to the field, or the sickle to the wheat stalks. So pray for us. Pray that we are able to impact students in meaningful ways and just pour life into them. Well, thank you so much, church family, for tuning in this morning. I pray that you have a wonderful rest of your week. Hope to see you on Sunday. God bless.